Froggy, hey, Froggy, do you know what it's time for?
It's time for murder, death, and zombies.
That's my idea of a weekend.
Hello, everybody. It's me, the comic book frog. Thank you all. If I noticed the past two episodes, reviews have been blowing up crazy because this show is crazy, and we're crazy because we're puppets reviewing humans on a show.
Well, we're rooting for the zombies.
It's pronounced zombies.
They are zombies sometimes.
They will be called zombies when they're in French, right?
That's right.
French zombies.
Oui.
Yes, that's right. I'm talking about Daryl's spinoff, and I can't wait to see that. But before that show comes out, we need to end this motherfucker. That is not one. That is more than many. So do not start counting the swear words.
I'm counting. That's one.
All right. Soon will be Morbin time. All right. So tonight is episode 20. What's been lost? You're wondering what?
My keys.
What's been lost? Well, a lot of things are getting lost this episode.
And Froggy right now is wishing he lost me. But for this review, we have a lot happening. Because at the end of the last episode, the Commonwealth pretty much said, you know what? We're done with all you dirty whatever the hell they came from. What was it? Alexandria?
Yep.
Alexandrians. And they start taking them one by one. Carol is almost a part of this list of people taken. However, she is able to evade capture.
And only after she's basically grabbing some food from the bakery, talking to Ezekiel, pulls up. Ezekiel disappears mid-sentence. She turns around. He's gone. These goons come out of the door in front of her. She quickly knocks the rack over, runs out, hides. Stormtroopers are coming. Yes, stormtroopers. Yes, that's what I'm calling them. Basically, the Commonwealth soldier goons, Goombas soldiers, walk by. The two goons, who we assume are working for Pamela Milton because they used to work for Hornsby, are now working for Pamela Milton, and they're looking for her. They walk by the soldiers. Soldiers don't really care. That's another big sign because, the only people who are wanted on the wanted list by Pamela Milton are the Alexandrians, the people from Hillside, anybody from Oceanside. Those three groups are left, and so.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why Pamela Milton is looking for them because she wants to basically blackmail Yumiko into basically putting Eugene on trial and pretty much making him the fall guy. And she pretty much it does not feel right with her. She goes to the hospital to talk to her brother, who's a surgeon there. Her brother pretty much confirms what we've all known. He's a dick. He only cares about himself. He'd rather be alive than try to save anybody else. And so she's kind of like heartbroken by this because they've already tried using him against her before. Anyway, so she's walking and she gets pulled aside into this room. It's Connie. Connie managed to slip away by stabbing one of the goons in the leg. We get some cool 2 or 3 minutes sign language between the two, which is always awesome to see because I really see that in shows. As Connie points to the vent, they look over. There's one of the Goomba guys that was chasing her. Connie's plan is that she's gonna follow him, but Yumiko says no, I'll follow him. He's looking for you. She goes and she follows him to the town square, but the guy ends up noticing it. She tries to play cool off, walks away, only for later on, Pamela Milton basically says hey, how was your walk? I heard you had to walk, the nice thing. And she basically said, because Yumiko wants to know where the hell my friends are, and this whole entire episode, she wants to know where her friends are. She had interrupted Pamela Milton early in the episode, and Pamela basically, that's what basically Pamela said. I had all your friends, so that was her only hope of basically for trying to figure out where her friends are. So with no hope, she goes to Eugene, explain what's going on. Eugene pretty much is Eugene, useless Eugene, coward Eugene, starts crying. Eugene, I hate Eugene. I want the Eugene from the comic books. This Eugene is a sniveling idiot that should have died a long time ago.
I know you're going to love a mention of something later.
Yes, I will. Before we get to that, so basically Eugene says, I'm cool with it. Try me, whatever. Well, Carol is kind of pissed off. She, that she almost got abducted. She walks out of the outside the facility or right around the building there where they've basically been storing their food in the cart. Notice it's been ransacked. She walks into this warehouse. She's struggling because first she saw blood. Daryl is being choked by this guy. Another goon that Daryl obviously had killed is laying on the ground. He gets up, starts turning a zombie. Carol comes in and basically, ends up by killing the one guy and killing the other zombie, helping on Daryl. Then they go and they figure out, well, all our people is gone. The only person they have left to trust is Lance Hornsby. So where do they go? They basically, Carol's like, the only way it's going to be horrible if it's going to be, it's not going to be easy. So we're going to break into prison and break Hornsby out. That's right. And they come in there, they find out the Lance Hornsby is pretty much, they see the zombie, Sebastian is still tied up a chain. There's all his gut and blood, and it's Hornsby covered all over it. And Daryl starts, basically threatening him, saying he's going to kill himself. And then Carol comes up with a knife. Sorry.
The frog's dying.
Yes, I'm dying with excitement because this is a great show. No, seriously. So she tells Hornsby, it's like, if you help us, show us where they're taking our friends, and Hornsby's like, I'll do one better. I will lead you to them. So as they're fleeing, there's and they're going, but Hornsby's like, there's one more thing I want to do. They manage to get away. There's gunfire going on. Carol and Lance Hornsby manage to escape. Daryl stays behind. We know that Daryl's not there because, we see the next thing, there's Hornsby gets a phone call. She walks down there because the alarm's going off. She's going to his cell. And then as soon as she gets in there, Sebastian got his brains kicked in.
Yes.
And she looks down, she sees, what is that? And I first thought it was an eyeball. It's actually a coin. The coin that she had given him. It's Lance Hornsby coin that she'd given him back. And as a reminder, him basically saying F you to her. And yeah, so basically going back, and here's the scene here. For those who are wondering, this is the scene we had with Eugene being a little sniveling bitch. So here's my proof. Look at that face. I wouldn't trust him. And that being said, all right, so going back over to we got Carol basically being led on a little mission here. There's we see 2 Jeeps and 2 stormtroopers on motorcycles coming in the woods. So Hornsby's like, I know our way. We get out of here. We'll go to the east side, little like escape. But they used to use it, I guess, for transporting. I think.
Yep.
Yes. So he leads Carol in there, and then
he leads the way.
As they're going in there, Carol's going, sure, it's dark. So what happens? Well, we'll show you. Basically, Carol gets attacked by zombies, and pretty much that's there's a zombie that his face is ripping off because they know the skin is versatile, and yeah.
Here that is. It's very dark. Oh, the fire. Sound. It hurts. There she goes. Ugh. So saggy. It reminds me of your mother. Boom.
Oh, that was gross.
That was disgusting.
Yes. So because she fired all those rounds, and Hornsby said, like, what? I went ahead. I thought you were there with me. The lights were gone. So they walk out. They're held at gunpoint by the guys in the Jeeps. And so they're freaking out a little bit, like, what are they gonna do? Here comes, and then we saw that Daryl basically drops off from underneath the Jeep. How he didn't hit any bumps going over the divots and then the dirt road and didn't get like knocked off. Those must be really tall Jeeps.
Yeah.
But Daryl shoots all the guys, and Carol shoots him with the bow. And as they're talking and stuff, it slips that there's actually Hornsby says, "Well, I can get us more help. There is a train." Yes, for those who watched or read the comic books, the Commonwealth had a train in the field, but it was abandoned because nobody knew how to work on it. Eugene was the one who actually figured out how to use the locomotive. So eventually, that's what happens at the end of the series. So I don't know if it's going to happen in this comic. It's
not.
It's probably not going to happen here in the show. But anyway, they pretty much, as Lance Hornsby's like, I'll show you the way, and it's like, no, he's like, no, you already told us, we can figure it out on our own. He's like, wait, you guys need me, and he's like, well, not really, but he's like, Carol, we had this thing, I told you, it's like, if you guys take out Pamela Milton, what's going to happen to basically the Commonwealth?
The Vision.
The Vision also. He said the community is gonna burn down. I said all those innocent children in there. There's like 50,000 people there. You are just gonna be considering mass murders of them, and these people deserve a better chance. You guys could just start a whole Nero, and like he even says, the pitches idea is like, hey, we don't care what you were before. All we care about is the future. The future is some snazzy little slogan. Carol says, like, yeah, you kept, because the only reason I heard about it because you wouldn't shut that up, basically wouldn't shut up. And Carol and Daryl's like, it's like, Carol's like, we're giving you a chance, though. He's like, you can run. And he's like, what?
I can't survive out there.
Here. And she's like, you're smart. So, and we're right here. So we get this little clip right here.
It's a very serious, intense moment, as you can see. There we go. Staring down. What's he going to do? Do. And... Oh! A mistake. It's over.
Could survive.
Goodbye and good riddance.
Or he's a zombie. They leave him, but anyway, they leave him. They get in the cheat. They leave there for Hornsby to basically do whatever. I want Hornsby's revenge. I want him to come back and still be alive, but he's got a patched neck, and he can't speak. Yes, he can't speak though.
That actually would be kind of
kind of cool.
ironic.
Yeah. Yes. And so we get a scene here. We see someone, later on, quick cut to someone in a burlap sack, and it appears to be on someone in a moving vehicle. There's a syringe with green liquid injected in his neck. He has dreadlocks on his neck. Yes, it is Ezekiel. Because remember, Ezekiel was abducted at the very beginning of the show. He's on the bus with the rest of her friends, Carol's friends. They're on a bus to somewhere. Most likely going to the train station, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Yes, probably. But that is the end of this episode here. There was only one thing we didn't mention here because, it's Yumiko. Instead of saying the speech that Pamela gave her, she said, I'm going to defend Eugene in front of everybody else.
And because she said it in front of everybody else, Pamela Milton now can't just...
Blackmail her.
Yeah, can't get rid of her.
And the reason she did that because she heard on the radio that their men are being shot and killed.
Yeah, so that's what she has to put in the good fight. Overall, it's a strong episode, but it's definitely a part. You can tell that it's not the end or even close to it. So we're going to have to wait and see exactly how this all plays out next week on The Walking Dead.
Yes, that's right. And if you thank you again for watching. You guys are great. We've never really had a video like this really blow up. We've been doing some Walking Dead, like season 10 we did last year, and it was all right. You guys are insane. I can't believe how many clicks we have on this.
You're crazy,
yes.
But we love you.
What's been lost? Well, I'll tell you what's been found. You guys, we love you. And we're also at 204 subs, which is really cool. Check out our other videos, which this will be up in the playlist for The Walking Dead, and then check out other stuff. And speaking of which, if we do have a Ko-Fi account in here, and you're probably asking, well, why would I want to donate to you guys? Well, maybe if you guys want to help us out because we're cute, we're cuddly. One guy's bald, he needs all the love he can get. And then we also, we do readings on this channel. So if you want to basically help us out, you can donate $1, or if you don't want to help us out, as far as because we can't afford it, that's cool. That's all right.
We're happy to just have you here.
Yeah. I mean, click like, subscribe if you already haven't done so, and then share out this channel. We do all that stuff on here. We pay the Ko-Fi goes towards StreamYard, and also because we do comic book ratings on here as well. So we pay for the Marvel and the DC app. So if you want to help us out, it really means a lot. We thank you, and we'll even give you a shout out.
There we go. So you heard that. That's that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Watch out for zombies. They know how to open doors and fire guns now. They're like chimpanzees.
Ah, fuck. That's two.